It's working. Okay, why is my desk not working? Hello! Right, strange things are going on. Don't know why. I tested everything earlier and it was all fine, but for some reason my face cam isn't working. So I'm going to have to do this with just my hands. Oh well. So I apologise for that. Hopefully that is at least, let's go just for desk. Let's go just for desk and hope that that works all right. So I'm hoping you can hear me. As you join, do let me know if you can hear me. There's a dreadful delay today. So, yes, if you could let me know that you can hear me, I would be very grateful. I have no idea why my face camera isn't working, because it was working earlier. Just check one more time. No, that has definitely frozen for some reason. And I know I'm live because I can see that I'm live, but no one's there. Is no one joining me today? That'll be sad. I will give it 2 minutes. I would, talk about stuff, but without knowing if anybody's there, it's difficult to think what to say. It does say there is someone viewing and it's not me. So hopefully... So yeah, I've no idea why my face camera isn't working. Hello, Lorna. Can you hear me all right? Because for some reason my face camera isn't working and I just want to check everything else is. So if you can let me know, I will type that in as well, just in case you can't hear me. Can you hear me? I can see you're there, Lorna. So can people hear me? Thank you, Lorna. Right, so as I've just put in the chat, hello, Barb. Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. Hello, Sharon from Adelaide. Yes, you can hear me too. Goody, goody. So yeah, I have no idea why my face cam's not working. Hello, Mary. Thank you. Yeah, no idea why my face camera's not working, because it was just now. So I don't know. And I'm doing lots of hand gestures that you can't see. So who knows? Anyway, I'll sort that out after the live. So we're back to the good old fashioned just pointing the camera down stuff. I would point, I suppose I could quickly point it up. Hopefully that won't disturb it too much. So let me find something to put over it. Just so that we can have a quick chat. Oops, sorry if that's upsetting people's seasickness. I have no idea what that's going to look like. Let me see if I can see. Oh, you get to see me at an angle. Okay, let's see if we can work some of that out. So while I'm doing that, apologies. There we go. That's a bit better. That's even better. Right, so it's a bit fisheye. Sorry about that. So just in case there are some people here who don't know, I had my head shaved for charity on Monday. So this isn't me being ill or anything like that. This is all fine. So it's all good. But for some reason my face camera's not working. It probably took one look at me and went, nah! Anyway, it's beginning to grow back already. it still feels a bit like Velcro. And I'm absolutely gobsmacked to say so far I've raised over £2,100 before gift aid, which is just amazing. Even my UPS guy, so I'm looking down there because I'm looking at the comments, even my UPS guy who delivered some stuff to me yesterday and went, oh, so I explained what had happened, and bless him, he gave me some money to add towards it. Lorna's goodies have literally just arrived, only ordered on Friday. Now you have to wait until this finishes before you can open the box. Oh, thank you, Lorna. That's very kind, waiting until I'm finished. Anyway, still on celebration stuff. This time I am looking at, what do we call them? Pool party and soft sea foam cards and envelopes, which sounds really boring, doesn't it? Thank you, Shaz. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I think it's mind-blowing. I mean, my original target was £500, which my brother and sister-in-law dealt with, not completely, but quite a lot. So I did put that up to 1,000 fairly quickly. But I'm blown away. I mean, everyone has been so amazing. So, yeah. Anyway, so we're looking at the pool party and soft sea foam cards and envelopes. This is a free celebration item, which you can get with, it's a level 1, so in the UK that's £45, in Europe that's €60. Obviously if you're in the South Pacific or North America, I don't know how much it is. Hello, Deborah from Michigan. So I'm going to flip the camera down and just show you all of that. Hello, Sherry from Oregon. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do this the good old-fashioned put my hand over it way. And make some of you seasick. Oh, that's going the wrong way. Sorry, it's just otherwise the flex is in the wrong way. So we're going to have to do a bit of an adjustment. Bear with me while I just make you all seasick. Ooh, it's really annoying me. It's not where it should be. That'll do. Right, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, not quite up to the usual standards. Sorry. Should have those in your box. Yay! So you can get some ideas, Lorna. That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm absolutely staggered, Sharon, that I've raised that amount. But there we go. It's thanks to the generosity of lots of you. So, yes. And our local WI have just said that they will also put a donation in, which is lovely. So we've got these wonderful note cards. Well, I say note cards. In North America, these are full-size cards because they're 5 1/4, 4.5 by 5.5 by 4. This size. They are 4.5 by 5 3/4, which I think is actually 5.5 by 4 1/4, but the envelopes are bigger. So we've got soft sea foam and we've got pool party. The envelopes are the same for both. So you've got this lovely printed pattern in here. Hello, Kim from Canada. Have I missed anyone? Don't think I have. I think I've got everyone. So these are a pool party print on the inside, and then soft sea foam with white on the outside. So there's a lot of white on the flap and a little bit down at the bottom. And then the cards are basically the same pattern, but this is pool party on pool party, and this is soft sea foam on with white over the top. But they're free, which is great. I'm so used to looking at the camera and it's not there. Well, the camera's there, it's just not working. Not happy. Anyway, so this goes with the Splendid Day suite in the new mini, which has the Splendid Thoughts stamp set, which is one of those two-step stamp sets which I love, because you don't have to line things up, which is just as well because they are red rubber. Hello, Jessie from hot Florida. Hello, Gwen from North Carolina. Oh, now, people were asking, and Jessie, I know I shared it with you, where do I get my plastic wallets from that I keep my I keep my scraps of card in, and the answer is Amazon. And if I'm very quick, I'm not quick, if I remember, I shared the link with Jessie, so I should have it still in Facebook if it would like to open. There we go. No, there we go. So I'm going to hopefully copy that link. Come on, let me copy. Let me copy the link. Copy link address, thank you. And I'm hoping I can drop it. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. I'm hoping that I can drop it into, yes I can, plastic wallets. Oh no, that's not right. That is so not right. That's all of the Facebook link. Don't you hate it when Facebook does that? It puts its own Facebook stuff in front. So we'll try that again. But yes, a number of people have been asking about these wallets. I just got them. I have to say I got them years ago. But let me... Oh, come along. Backspace. Backspace. Save. Hopefully that's now... They should be there next week. Excellent. So hopefully... Yes, the link is now in the description bar below for where I get these from. I got a pack of 50, so it's keeping me... Oh, was it 100? No, I think it was 100. So it's keeping me going for a while. Right, sorry, right. Okay, so we've got the stamp set, which is, as I say, red rubber, and it's that sort of two-step stamping that you don't have to line up. We've got dies that go with, which I will show you in a moment. We've got this stunning paper. It is just amazing. It's mostly foiled apart from what is pearl. Hello, Claire. So the colours are Calypso Coral, Copper, Fresh Freesia, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Sahara Sand and Soft Seafoam, which is why the Pool Party and Soft Seafoam cards go. So this is obviously Calypso Coral. Look at this. I don't know if this is this... I think this is the Copper, but it may be not. It may be Calypso Coral. That's obviously Fresh Freesia. Why they bothered to put a pattern on the back, I really don't know, because look at this. That's Soft Sea Foam, but this is more of a pearl. It's not quite as jazzy. This Pool Party, definitely a pearl. Oh, gorgeous. This is one of those wonderful, I will be using this one. This is one of those wonderful papers that you can just cut up and stick on the front of a card. Add a sentiment and you're done. That's another sheet of it. Have I shown you all of it? There's a copper. Here it is. So there's this as well, which we did a demonstrator only event, and this was one of the papers that we used quite a lot of. Gutted my surgery post. Oh no, Leslie, that's dreadful. Your anaesthetist niece has got COVID. Oh, you can watch me live. I don't think that's any consolation, however. So these are the wonderful papers. I mean, they are stunning. And I know that some people don't do Christmas. So in the mini catalogue, not Christmas. So that's the papers. Let me show you the dies. So these are some of the dies. These are ones that I've specifically pulled out for today. Don't have to worry about face cam because it's not working. So these are what I would call standalone dies. And then, although that is also a standalone die, it's a label. We've got a die for the bee, although someone said it's a wasp, in which case I think I need to throw it away. Just don't like wasps. I'm allergic to them. So then there's this one that goes with this, and this that goes with this. So really, really great bundle. Sending hugs, let's celebrate, much love in your new life together, and today is a day to remember. So really lovely stamp set. We've also got the open leaf trinkets, which are, I don't know, I think those are they're sort of copper but mostly gold to my brain. I've dug out some copper card. On copper they actually look like copper, so I'll let them. Doesn't say what colour they are, even if I read it the right way up. No, doesn't claim a colour. Might claim a colour in the catalogue, of course. Watch me stick the catalogue to the inside of the flip. No. Why did I think it was there? Let's look at the front, shall I? Flip, by the way, is the inside of the dies. 64, it's not 62. So, number 2, they just call them, oh, they are gold. That's fine. I thought they were gold because they look like gold. Although gold isn't one of the, in inverted commas, colours in the paper, which is slightly odd, but there we go. And there's also the most gorgeous ribbon, which is this. It's soft sea foam. It's translucent. It's just gorgeous. So if I pop it over the stamps, you can see that it's just gorgeous and translucent, but it's beautiful. So that's everything in the suite. I have to confess to a number of things. It's been a bit of a week. I hadn't realised that having a head shaved actually takes about 3 days. It takes 30 minutes to do it and about 3 days to deal with it, which is lovely. It's been wonderful, but it has been quite time consuming. So having not managed to do my Top Tip Tuesday and having promised on Tuesday to do my Top Tip Tuesday at some point this week, never got around to doing it. But we're all right, because I'm going to be doing it today during this. You've got 2 packs of the papers, but not got the sets yet. So the first thing I'm going to do, just so that it's done, is to die cut these items. So I'm going to use my big die cutter. Yeah, because this is nearly 4 inches wide. And I need to get my sandwich. Where's my sandwich? So I need my base plate, my shim, and my 2 cutting plates. 1, 2. So I've got my shim. I've got a very crinkly shim, but it works perfectly well. This is very bowed, so I probably need to replace it. I did all the die cutting for my last class on it, and it really wasn't terribly happy by the end. So I'm just going to pop all of these onto this copper foil, which I have already added the adhesive sheet to, which was the adhesive that I was going to use this week. So I will still be writing about it as a separate post on my website, and then I'll link to this video, but I'll also link this video to the post to do with today's project, noting of course that I haven't yet done the post for Tuesday's projects. It's just been a week, and as I say, it's been a lovely week, but yeah, it all took so much longer than I thought it was going to. Right, so let's wind this through, preferably without knocking that over, so let's move that out of the way. So I'm not going to go all the way through because I would quite like to not end up with totally dented foil, and I do find that if you're using a used top plate, you do end up with creases on your foil, so I'm not going to. Have I gone through everywhere? Mostly. Right, okay, so I'm going to put it through at a slightly different angle, again. It's this one which was kind of in the dip that's not, whoops, some of them are fine and some of them less so. Did I get all of it? No. So these are actually the two that I need to run through again, but that's fine. They'll go back into their little holes like that. I'm going to turn my plate round because it's not quite as bowed at this end. So if I turn my plate round and give it another go, because I've got the adhesive sheet on, there's a bit more thickness, so that is why it needs a little bit more care. And if you do find that you can't get it to cut with the sheet on, just put a piece of card on top. I think that should be all right. That's actually beginning to flatten out. Hurrah, hurrah. Ooh, and right. Information update. I'll catch the rest of it. No, you're very welcome, Jessie. Have fun running your errands for work. So, couple of things, and these are this one first is European based. The Celebration Host Set, Perfect Pomegranate, is currently not orderable in Europe. It's due back in the week commencing the 18th, but what it means is, and they are trying to sort this out, what it means is that you can't close an order that's more than the host set requirement. So it's a bit, but that's come off, although all the bits haven't come out, but that's fine. They are trying to fix it, but at the moment, if you're in Europe and you're placing an order that would qualify you for the host set, you can't close the order at all, which is really not great. But as I say, they are working on it. So that's the first thing. This is also coming out, but not with all its bits. So I just need to be aware that that's sticky. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, what was the second thing? Oh yes, there are 2 new kits that are available in Europe. I don't know if they're also available in the other regions, but they are, bear with me, caller. One of them I think has been available elsewhere, but not in Europe for some reason. So let's do new arrivals. We've got new things on the website, on the main website. So there's the Best Remedy kit, which is really cute. It's sort of get well for kids, but hey, if you're not feeling well, it'll be fine anyway. So that's a stamping one. And then there is also I need to see what it's called in English, A Million Thanks, which I think has been available over in other regions, but not in Europe. So those are 2 things that are now available. Plus, please note the issue with the Celebration Host Set. You'd think they would have had a few more in stock, but hey, these things happen. Maybe they weren't expecting people to place large orders so quickly after Celebration. They forgot, of course, that demonstrators would all be doing their product shares. My product share has arrived. I do need to chop it. So anyone who's ordered a product share, they will be on their way soon. And those of you who are in my In Colour Club, those items are due to arrive either today or tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get those out early next week. Right, so those are all of the dies that are not specific to stamps. And I thought I would use some of them on their own on these cards, just to see what we can do, just using the cards without the paper. and then I will have a look at adding paper. So I'm not sure whether I think I'm going to go pool party for this. I do need to be slightly careful with these because they are sticky. Let's get rid of the bits. I had to check that copper was still a thing, because I forget which metallics are in at any given moment, and copper is still a thing. We do still stock just copper, so all is good, because I don't ever throw away my foils, because, you know, I'll use them on something. May not be able to demonstrate with them, but I can use them on something. Now, just to be clear, the link that I have shared to Amazon for the pockets, that's for the UK store, and it's for A4 plastics, not North American cardstock size, but I would imagine that there will be something similar in North America. One would like to think that it's not just a UK thing. Right, so let's have a look. I don't think I'm going to need all of these on here, but I only need a couple. I'm thinking we can have a sentiment in our little shape, which is not quite a half circle, so it's not quite a semicircle, but I'm thinking we could do something along the lines. Actually, no, that needs to go over to the left. You're all being very quiet today, and I get stressed when you're all quiet, just in case you're not with me, in case things have gone wrong. So I'm thinking that can go there. Do I want... No, I don't think I do. Oh, I've got a bit. So I'm thinking possibly just those two for the first one, and then we can use these bits later. Pop those on my mat, which is silicone, so it won't stick. Right, okay, so let's see, these are full size, so I can do this, can't I? Today's day to remember. That would fit perfectly. I think the only thing that won't fit is the much love in your new life together. Oh, let's celebrate. It's going to be tight. Might fit upside down. But anyway, I'm going to do today as a day to remember, because it will fit. And I'm going to grab some midnight. Well, that would be why. That would be why, Sharon. I need to clean my blocks. They are filthy. So I am going to grab some soft sea foam, a scrap of soft sea foam. That looks like a scrap of soft sea foam to me. And I'm also going to grab white embossing powder, and my favourite new item that's actually a returning item. We've got the embossing kit back. We've got a lovely brush, which is great for clearing out here. There's an embossing buddy, although I've got one on the go already. There's also, and this all comes in one thing, there's also reverse tweezers. Great for holding, we're relaxing with Liz. These are great for holding bows, so when you've done the first bit. Leslie's huge order arrived yesterday. Many new things to play with. When Wimbledon concludes, yes, there always seems to be something, doesn't there? Right, so my very sad little embossing buddy in comparison to the new one. That is going to be big enough, isn't it? Yes, particularly if I go that way. Right, Versamark on that. Hello, Judith. So I'm going to go, don't need that for the moment, let's clear the decks a bit. So I'm going to go there without rocking. I'm really naughty at rocking at the moment. And This is white embossing powder, yes. Now I normally have these in little tubs, but I was actually at an event a couple of weeks ago, team event a couple of weeks ago, that was being held by my team leader, and we needed white embossing powder to go away, and the containers I use are great for storing embossing powder in, but they're not great for travelling with embossing powder. So that looks good. So I put some of it back in here, is what I was trying to say, and stopped in mid-sentence. Hello, Beverly. And then this collects it all back in. Now it will, because it's plastic, it will stick a little, but that's what you've got your brush for. What I haven't tried is rubbing a used tumble dryer sheet on the inside to try and de-static it, or indeed an embossing buddy to try and de-static it, but the brush works really well, so it's not really an issue. But I'm so pleased I've got this. I've always wanted one, and I joined after the last one went. Right, so pop the lid back on there. And I am still going to get my trusty cheese board. That can go over in there. But tweezers. Rather than going under my clip, I'm going to hold it with my new tweezers. So heat up my heat tool. Hello, Stuart and Laura from New Hampshire. Looks terribly efficient. Robertson Educational Resources. I love white. Now, these are ceramic. These bits here. There is a warning in the pack that these get hot. Now, I know what we all do with instructions. We all go, oh, instructions, I know how to use them, throw them away. These get hot. Please, please, please be aware that they get hot. They are ceramic. They will absorb heat. It will hurt if you touch them when they're hot. Right. Baby Stamp and Emboss with baby plates. The tweezers are just amazing, aren't they, Leslie? Absolutely amazing. Right, so I'm going to go that way with my... I'm going to just see if I've got somewhere lurking. Yes, I have. Really must clear up my room. It looks like a bomb has landed in the middle of it. I'm blaming 3 catalogues on the go at once, because we've had the outgoing mini, the incoming mini, and the new annual, and, oh, in fact 4, the new annual, the old annual, all in the space of no time at all, and my room looks like a bomb has landed in it, and I'm still looking at the camera that isn't working. I'd love to know what's gone wrong with it. Literally, in the space of time it took me to check that it was working and go live, which was only about 5 minutes, it decided to stop working. So there's our little sentiment piece. Now, I used the soft sea foam as a contrast to the pool party, because I've used the pool party card. Sometimes I like the pale on pale. It's not in your face, and I think for this suite, not in your face is perfect. So this is going to be raised up, and then I'm going to have those 2 bits coming out. I might have that one. Ooh, I might have to do some surgery, because I'm thinking that one might actually be quite nice coming over the edge. Oh no, it'll fit. So it's, yeah. Right, so how am I going to do that, bearing in mind that's got sticky on the back? It's going to be fine. So I'm going to start by taking the sticky off the bit I want hanging over the edge. So let's get that in place. So I just think it's nice to have, if you're looking at something floral, foliage-ish, then it's quite nice to have it actually with something coming over the edge. And see, I didn't think this through fully when I decided I was going to have stick on the back. Right, so that's fine. So that's going to go there. I will be putting more dimensionals on. It might come down a wee bit more. Yep. So this actually wants to be about where it is. So let me just mark the spot so I can visualize it. Take the backing off. I got the embossing set without really realizing that I'd got the embossing set because it's part of a suite. It's part of that really gorgeous autumnal suite, if I remember correctly. Can't remember what it's called now. Rustic Harvest, something like that. Come on, you've got sticky on the back. Oh, so we've got fun tomorrow. Our electricity is going to be off all day. They need to put in a new... That definitely had sticky on the back. There we go. Do it from that end instead. Ah, that was the bit that didn't have sticky on the back. Okay. They need to fit a new power supply, apparently, to where we are in the village. So they're turning off our electricity from 9 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock at night. So that'll be fun. That's obviously got a different piece of sticky on it. I did piece my sticky. So yes, that's going to be great fun. So we've decided we're going to go into Oxford for the day. And there's a breakfast place that we've been meaning to try for ages. I just want a little one there. So we're going to go in for brunch, which my husband gets half price because if you're over a certain age, and I will spare him the embarrassment, they do half price. So that's good. Thank you, Lorna. Yeah, my brain, when it works, is fine. It's just not working terribly well at the moment. Right, so this is going to end up sort of stuck down, but it needs to be on the page. Like that. So that's then going to be stuck kind of over the top. Like that. Now I think we want to put something on the inside because the inside is going to look very plain otherwise. So I think that, but only a bit of it. So I'm thinking we're pool party on the outside, but we've got soft sea foam. So of course everything's hidden. That's soft sea foam, and that's pool party. We joined after the embossing powder pan had left as well. I know, it's so great to have it back, isn't it? I thought it was separate as well. I've lost you, Shaz. What did you think was separate? I'm going to have a drink. I've got my Stampin' Up thing with cold drink in today. Oh, a separate thing, not part of a suite. It is separate as well, but it's... I ordered the suite and fortunately checked before I played, because I was going to order the embossing thing on its own. Unfortunately, I did check through and realised that I had already ordered it as part of the suite. So I'm just going to ink up this in Full Strength Pool Party, just down here. And then I'm going to put the soft sea foam in the middle. Hello, Linda from Oregon. I need the other stamp out. Come on, Yuille, get your brain going. You'd think, having no hair, that my brain would be cooler than normal. And it's really not. So that probably just needs to go there. It was your 54th anniversary yesterday. And you were going to be in hospital. Now you're going to be in hospital for your 74th on the 23rd. Well, I'm sorry you're going to be in hospital for your birthday, but I'm hoping that you're going to be in hospital for your birthday, if you get what I mean. A friend of mine recently had her leg broken by a dog running into it, and needs an operation to help it set properly. She was actually in... She'd had her pre-op. She was waiting to go in, literally waiting to go in for surgery, when, for some reason, and I don't know the full story yet, it was cancelled. So she was having it this week instead. That was last week. Need to fill this up. Fortunately, I have a refill. But yes, can you imagine actually being outside the operating theatre, waiting to go in, and you don't? That looks... I think it's time I cleaned my stamp cleaner. Definitely time I cleaned my stamp cleaner. That'll be a job for the afternoon, won't it? What's left of it. So there we go. There is our lovely little card. And all we've added is some gold foil, sorry, copper foil, a sentiment, and some die cuts. And then that can go in the envelope, ready to go. Perfect. Doesn't need any more. So that's that one. Right. Okay, let's use some of this lovely paper, because, you know, it is rather the star of the show. Let's not lose my dies along the way. I have actually drawn round my dies. Someone suggested that this is what you should do when you get your dies. First of all, before you take them out, draw round them so you know where they go back. And it also means that you know if you've missed one, which, as I was missing one of my dies from another set, from the Abigail Rose set, for about 10 days, until I saw it lying on top of a pile of paper. That would have been quite useful to know. I didn't get that far, but... You had been admitted into hospital? Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Beverly. Right, so let's pop these away. And the next one will be quicker. She says, realising what the time is. Don't need the copper foil. I'm going to find one of those really easy papers, which, I mean, like this one, but I want it in... Actually, I don't want it in that colour. I want it in a different colour. Do we have it in a different colour? Maybe we don't have it in a different colour. Maybe I'll have to have it in that colour. Although that would be gorgeous as well. Oh, it's got ladybugs on it. It's got a little ladybug. Didn't know it had a little ladybug. Right, okay. This is fine. I'm going to just change what I was intending. No, it'll work. It'll work. So this is apparently soft seafoam. This is one of the papers I haven't cut into. So let's cut into it, because one needs to. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut it in half, and I do apologise for the fact it's very shiny, so it will be blinding. Now I am working in a shape, a size that I'm not used to, so I am going to use a ruler because I'm not used to North American sizes. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm thinking probably 3 3/4 by, so I'm taking half an inch off, by 5. That will give us quite a nice size. So let's see, 3 3/4 by 5, by foomph. Let me just check that I have got my maths right. Oh, it's gorgeous. The paper, I mean, seriously gorgeous. Yes, that is what I wanted, because I want there to be a measurement around the side, I mean a gap around the side, so that you can see that it's patterned. This would be great. Don't throw it away. But what I am going to do, this is going to be seafoam on seafoam on seafoam, because I'm going to add some of this gorgeous ribbon. So, a pair of snips, always handy. Oh, in fact, I am going to just add one more thing, but this is fine, I can still cut that. So, I am going to add, this literally is going to be seafoam, seafoam, seafoam. So I'm going to add a layer of seafoam, very narrow, between the seafoam and the... Oh, actually, no, I'm going to use Pool Party. Change of mind, seeing what it looks like. Change of plan. Not big enough. Should be big enough. That way? No, I'll go that way. That's fine. So this was 5.5 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut this at 5. I'm going to go 5 yeah, no, I'm going to go 5 1/8 by 3, and so that was by 3 7/8. Oh, that was silly. That was the wrong measurements. I meant 5 5/8. It's all right. So this was 3 3. So 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. You can tell this really is not a format that I'm used to working in. My brain can work in hours without any problem. You see, I've still got it wrong. Definitely. Right, let's do this the easy way, shall we? Let's because that was 5. That was 5 inches, so I need to cut this at 5 1/8. Is that not what I did originally? Obviously not. That's it. I just want that little margin so that we can see the difference between this, this and this. So you take a picture of that and stick it to a magnetic sheet, cut to size. That's very clever. I used to use magnetic sheets for my dies. I've had so many different ways of storing my dies. I'm now just doing alphabetical order. I've stored them with the stamp set, but then you forget that there are dies that you can use with other stamp sets. I've done magnetic, I've done all sorts. Leslie's got 2 packs of the cards and envelopes. I won't tell you how many I've got. Quite a lot. That's better. Right, so I'm going to add this over the pattern. It's translucent, so we can still see it. We're not losing it. And I want Seal Plus for ribbon. Oh, it's turning into quite a nice afternoon now. It was a bit dreary this morning. It rained first thing. Having said that, give me 2 days and I'll be complaining it's too hot, because we're about to have a heat wave. They're threatening us with over 30 degrees, which for the UK is ridiculous. In fact, some of the models, I kid you not, 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. Everyone's saying 5 1/4 by 4. But that's not what I was cutting. I wanted 1/8 of an inch, not 1/4 of an inch. Anyway, so yes, some of the modelling is threatening that it's going to be near 40 degrees, which in the UK is unheard of. And most of the UK doesn't know what air conditioning is. So we're not really built for hot weather, any more than we're built for snow, because we get it so rarely. Press that from the back. So yes, what we ended up with was the paper was cut at 3 3/4 by 5, and the card was cut at, let's find the eighths. The card was cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So I was doing an eighth, not a quarter, so that there's literally that little bit round the edge. Now I am going to add a fake knot, and this is all I'm going to do. I'm not adding anything more. This is it, because it doesn't need any more. The paper is doing all of the work for me. So let's just trim. Actually, I might trim that. No, I'll trim it that way. I'm just going to trim this a teeny weeny bit. There we go. When your mother first arrived from England in the 50s, it was 100 degrees, which in England or in the States? It was 100 degrees. I mean, I've done 40 plus when I've been travelling, but not in the UK. Oh dear, Lorna. Sunday walking around Trentham Gardens. Sunday's not too bad. Here's the weather report. So this is for where I am. So tomorrow 27, Saturday 25, Sunday 27, Monday 30, Tuesday 31 in the States. Oops, let's put that the right way up. So Wednesday 28, that's when hubby and I are going on a train journey, which we booked ages ago from my incentive trip payout that we were given, that I have to remind everyone only less than 1% of the demonstratorship earn the incentive trip. So yes, 28 degrees on Wednesday, 27 on Thursday, 28 on Friday, 30 on Saturday, 29 on Sunday, 26, 20, 25, 25. They won't, the ones into next week, who knows. I was there with school friends in 2018. Yeah, I did a holiday in Turkey. Fortunately, most of it, well, all of it was on the coast and some of it was on a boat, so it wasn't quite so bad. And it was 45 degrees for the second week, which was weird. It was like opening an oven door. The Meltemis, which go down the coast between Turkey and Greece, was blowing, so it was like this hot wind. Anywho, I don't mind heat, it's the humidity I can't stand. So there we are, those are our two cards. Neither of them is complicated. This one is really simple. It's literally use the paper, use the papers, use the paper, use the cards, and you're good to go. Let me just check something in the mini. So we're on page 64 for this suite. So the stamp set and dies, but so the bundle is £48 for the two, which means you can get the cards as your free item. The paper is £14, and the ribbon's £7.50. The trinkets are £7.50. I'm just trying to see how close we are to some of the bits, meaning we can get, so it's £29 for those 3, so you would need to get other stuff as well, but if you get the bundle you can get the note cards and envelopes as your free item. But look, I mean, look at these, aren't they gorgeous samples? Aren't they just, and this is just the paper and some die cuts. I mean, it's just stunning. Oh, and some ribbon, and you know, but I remember it from when you were small in the 40s. Oh, the gardens, Trentham. 44 degrees with humidity, it's hard going. Not a fan. Nope. Lovely, Leslie. Yes. Good washing weather. Yes, absolutely. Certainly good drying weather. Anyway, so there's lots of lovely samples. I mean, really simple bits. It's a gorgeous suite. It's one of those suites where I think less is more. Don't throw the kitchen sink at it because it'll just look as if you've thrown the kitchen sink at it. But, you know, just the foil card, a piece of the contrasting pool party ribbon. You've got a card. What more do you need? And this little bit of card, bit of heat embossing and some copper. I mean, oh, stunning. So that's it from me. Yeah, I mean that's just easy. 3 die cuts and some stamp and some heat embossing. That's it from me. I will try and get some posts up. Ooh, I better do Simple Stamping Saturday today because I won't be able to film it tomorrow because we won't have any power. I've had washing dry whilst I'm still hanging it out. Yeah, when it's hot, that will happen. Thank you, Margaret. So, thank you very much. Now, do remember, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions or comments, especially if you're on the replay, do ask those below the description bar. Thank you, Lorna. If you are in Europe and need a demonstrator, I would be very happy to share my customer support with you. If you have a large order, wherever you are in the world, if you have a larger order, please, please, if you're not already a demonstrator, join, because you get masses of stuff for not very much. Then you get a discount until the end of January. I mean, come on. So, perfect time to join. Perfect time to do anything, actually. Because if you qualify for a for a celebration item, you get free stuff. So, thank you very much indeed. I will say goodbye. I will go and find out what's wrong with my face cam. And I will see you again recorded on Saturday, live on Tuesday morning, and you never know, I may even manage a simple top tip Tuesday on Tuesday. So until then, I will love you and leave you. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Janice. That's so kind. I work on the premise that if you keep going, it's easier. Keep a positive attitude. Anyway, thank you very much indeed, and I will look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.